Hello Blizzard fans, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between Bubushka and Naypam on Orbital Shipyard. This is a Legacy of the Void replay that I found on spawningtool.com. Appears they just got a bunch of replays from Legacy of the Void, so I'm going to be casting a bunch of those in the next few days. I apologize for any crackling sounds on this replay. My Blue Yeti microphone developed a crackle, and I thought I had a handle on it, but apparently I don't, and I just ordered a replacement from Amazon, so the new one should be here in just a few days. In the bottom left of Orbital Shipyard, we have the red Terran player Bubushka, and in the top right of Orbital Shipyard, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Naypam, which I keep wanting to say Napalm, because it kind of looks like that if you glance at it, but it is definitely Naypam. So TVZ, I don't know that we've seen many of these in Legacy of the Void, just because a lot of the people who are submitting replays are Protoss players, but we do have a TVZ for the first time, and actually the Terran's going Command Center first, so good for him. Feeling very brave in that particular choice. Drone comes in, scouts, sees no barracks, sees no gas, doing some harassment on these workers. Whoa, pulling a lot of the SCVs to kill that guy. Again, not sure if it was entirely worth it. It did prevent the scout on this expansion, which was nice, but I think the Zerg player probably knew what was going on. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Another command center coming up as well at the same time as the barracks. So basically we're going 3 command center, 1 barracks at this point. The Zerg player already has his expansion up. He has gas. He has Lings coming out. Is he working on Lings speed? I imagine he will very, very shortly here, as he does have enough gas to do so. But either way, these Lings actually might be able to do a bit of damage. If they can get up here, kill this SCV building this barracks, that will be bad news for Bubushka. Also, killing this SCV building this third base would be nice at the same time, but I'm not sure they're going to scout it. Yes, the Zerglings do get in there and saying, SCV, you're not going to finish this command center anytime soon. They do kill it. It cannot complete this command center at all. It will be stuck here, sparking for the rest of all time until it gets finished. The wall does get up in time to prevent the Zerglings from getting inside, though. Well played by that SCV. The Marine doing some good stutter steps to try to, yes, kills the SCV before it can actually get inside. Well played there. Does it going to get another kill? Yes, it does get a second kill there. No Zergling scouting information whatsoever. Do we have speed for these Lings yet? No. It looks like Naypam is not interested in getting speed whatsoever. He just kind of wants to out-macro the opponent at this point. He does have double gas going there. What is his plan going to be? Is it going to be something like Ravagers? What's really gas heavy? I guess it could be a Lurker build. Yeah, here comes the Lair at this point as well. Lurkers can be pretty darn good against Terran. I saw an early match featuring QXC. It was like QXC versus, I want to say somebody like Snoot or something like that, but it was a ZVT, and it was just Lurkers were tearing up Bio like you would not believe. It was like Brood War all over again. So if Naypam wants to go those Lurkers, I would love to see it. Love to see if he can make it work as well as Snoot did in that particular match. But yeah, here comes the Hydra Den. I have to imagine it's going to be Lurkers, which would be so nice to see again in this matchup. The Zerglings coming out don't even have speed. I don't think Zerglings are going to be a major part of Naypam's strategy here against Bubushka. Anyway, I think again it's going to be those Lurkers based on how much gas. Look at this, 4 gas, okay, 3 gas running at this point. The number of workers is 40 to 35. He's really kind of cutting his worker production. He could have more by now if he didn't have so much gas going, but instead he's choosing to get that gas tech, get on up to the Lair, get on up to the Hydra Den, and hopefully we're going to see some Lurkers, because that would be fantastic. Either way, Zerglings are running on out of there. Again, Slowlings are the worst unit in the game. So, ooh, yeah. I did receive a nice note from somebody earlier in one of my videos. But he basically said you can use the scroll wheel on your mouse if you click it to kind of move slowly across the map like this. So I'm going to use this a little bit more often. Oh, another thing, at the beginning of this replay, or beginning of this cast, you probably saw a really amazing intro animation. And that is by my buddy Ixlorin, who contacted me at FalconPaladin@gmail.com and said, hey, I do animations and I do thumbnails and all that kind of fun stuff. I love your channel. I'd like to help you out. So he's the one who supplied the thumbnails you've been seeing lately on my videos, as well as that amazing intro animation that I love so much. It is fantastic. It is simple. It is clean cut. It has a good message. It says FalconPaladin. I don't know what else I could ask from it. So again, Ixlorin has his own YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and link it in the bottom here, so that you can go ahead and check him out. He does a lot of casting as well. He's very knowledgeable about the game. I encourage you to go check him out. He also does some Twitch streaming, but not a lot. I think he's a lot like me in that regard. So, a lot of Marines from Bubushka. What is his plan going to be? 1 million Marines. He's getting upgrades for Marines. Combat Shield. Marauder Slow is actually being researched here. Yep, concussive shells. as well as +1 attack. So a bio ball against, yes, it is going to be lurkers. This is in fact a lurker den. Researching the range there, and the range on lurkers, even without that upgrade, is a massive. So we're going to see some incredible siege work by these lurkers. Inject Naypam. Inject that lair. Do it. Not interested in doing it, unfortunately. It is 3 base Zerg to 3 base Terran. Okay, there went the eject. As soon as I went away, the inject popped on up. 3 base Zerg against 3 base Terran, which is generally not a place you want to be as a Zerg player. You want to be up 1 base on your opponent. But in this case, with the lurkers against such a bio-heavy composition, I have to imagine this is going to be something Bubushka is going to run into a lot of trouble with and not be able to handle it very well. We'll have to see. I mean, I guess you can scan and stim forward and kill the lurkers, but again, that's pretty much what people did in Brood War. I watched one player back in the Brood War days do a particular timing attack with bio against a Zerg player that was going lurkers, and pretty much just getting in there, stimming at the right time, scanning at the right time, getting in, burning down lurkers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then moving on up into the base. So again, some really good micro and some really good timings on the things that you need to kill lurkers. You can be pretty good against them. Although lurker Hydra, maybe some roaches to absorb some of the damage up front would be really nice against this particular against that particular strategy. Either way, Infestation Pit is now coming up. I wonder what we're going to see from that. If it's going to be Vipers. Vipers would be good. Burrowing the lurkers here. And look at how fast they kill these Marines. Bam. Marines didn't even know what was coming. They are dead. The range on these things is 9. Is that with the upgrade? It is with the upgrade. So 9 range is, I mean, it's not quite siege tank worthy, but look, range of 5, range of 6, range of 5. So totally outranges everything that the Terran player has right now. No tanks for this guy whatsoever. A few Hydras. Are they bait? It's like, come on out, Terran player, and kill me. Oh, good scan, recognizing there are lurkers here, and the lurkers get up and say, we're going to get the heck out of here. We don't want to be around when there's scans going off, but it's because that means you can see me. But the answer to being sieged is drops. It's always going to be drops. So here comes the medevac. It's probably going to go do a drop there in the Zerg base. Does the Zerg have anything to defend against that? Not really. No static defense, no lurkers at home. But anyway, pretty good spread here from the lurkers, doing a good job. And, ooh, dropping individual Marines onto this for reasons I don't quite understand. I don't know. Doing another drop up there, but again, lurkers just tearing through everything that's going on there. It's 134 to 139 supply. The Terran player is actually up, but I don't know if it matters. These lurkers are the perfect counter to this composition. So heavy on Marines, and Marines will die to these lurkers. It does 22 damage total. It does extra damage to armor, but Marines have 55 health, so a couple swipes from there will kill them. Here comes the big stim. The stimming on it to try to kill these lurkers. Actually doing a pretty darn good job. The lurkers killing a bunch of stuff, but in the end, the angles aren't particularly great for the lurkers, and all of them do get cleaned up. So, I took it back. Maybe this composition of Bio Ball is enough to take down these lurkers in that siege position. What's the answer going to be from Naypam? Is he still going to go for the lurkers? Yes, he is. Morphing in 2 more there. Getting +1 is at ground carapace level 2 and attack level 2 for his ranged. Kind of a hidden expansion going over here for Bubushka, as well as a hidden expansion going over here for Naypam. I guess not exactly hidden. It's probably more natural to take this base for the Zerg player and to take this base for the Terran player, which he is taking now. So he is actually expanding very, very well, macroing up super fantastically. Naypam has 72 harvesters, 3,000 minerals, and only 400 gas, which just tells you how gas heavy these lurkers are. I mean, what, Hydralisks, let's see, Hydralisks are 50 gas each, that is correct. And to take a Hydra and morph it into a lurker costs another 100, so it's 150 gas per lurker, which is a lot of gas. Again, Zerg players love that gas, they need that gas, and to make these lurkers work, they definitely need that gas. But right now, there's not much of an army, actually. Just this small Hydra ball. Here comes a huge drop from Bubushka. Moving on in here. Going to do a lot of damage, getting a good spread with 2 full medevacs full of bio. Chasing away all these workers. They're going to try to stim down what? They're going to stim down this hive. If they can get it, that would be massive. But no, instead they decided to pick up, get out of there. The lurkers are here to respond to it. They're going to find another place to drop. Actually scanning and dropping. Ooh, I don't know about that. Instantly dying there. Slowly dropping bio ball units is probably not the best idea. Ooh, sniping down 1 medevac, getting a second one there. Are the Hydras. Well play their Hydralisks, getting back in time to provide some anti-air against these medevacs. So Hydralisk and Hydralisk slash Lurker, it looks like a good composition here for the Zerg player. But again, this base is over here fully operational with a planetary fortress for Bubushka. I actually think Lurkers outrange this. Yeah, range 6. So Lurkers can siege this and kill it without being hit by the Planetary Fortress. I don't think any ground units for Zerg can do that in the current Heart of the Swarm expansion. So interesting stuff. A couple Marines coming. Oh man, that animation is so cool. They get lifted up in the air and then exploded. These Naypam Lurkers are very happy with themselves. That +2, +2, +3 now being researched. 23 Hydras also in the works. Big Bioball pushing out, but no medevac support. That's kind of a big deal, I think. Letting themselves be known by killing that Zergling, and the response is going to be Lurkers crawling on up here. Are they going to get spotted? I don't... Yeah, I think that medevac did see them burrow there. Lurkers coming along the outside. Sorry, Hydralisks coming along the outside. Hydras, no. No. Back up to the safety of your Lurkers. No, don't stand there and just take it. There you go. Gonna back up to those Lurkers. Say, if you want to kill us, you need to come over here to where these Lurkers are. Again, with a good stamina to push forward, Bubushka with his +2/+2 might be able to just wipe this out. I would not be surprised based on how that earlier engagement went. The Raven with permanent detection is very nice for the Terran player right here. More and more Lurkers being morphed in. The Zerg player is at 187 supply. Bubushka is at 200 with 79 workers for Naypam, exactly where he wants to be. Kind of a hold position here for Bubushka is kind of hurting him. He's actually losing units because they're on hold position and getting killed by these spines. Rolling them in 1 or 2 at a time is not the greatest choice. Hunter Seeker Missile going down on one of these guys is not quite enough to kill it. Big push here from Bubushka, though, killing this, these debris, that rocks, and moving in to kill this 4th base. That thing is going to go down. I'm not going to worry about that at all. Good put. Again, these guys are just on hold position. If you move forward with these Lurkers, kind of siege forward, you're probably able to kill a lot of them. Another attack here in the main, going to take down this lair unless Bubushka can or unless Naypam can respond. I don't think he can. Is it going to be a base race? Naypam not defending his base whatsoever, coming on up with the Hydras, doing a lot of damage up here on this ramp. Bubushka hoping to make a bit of a funnel here, but the spines are coming in, tearing through everything, killing all the bio on the ground at this point. Reinforcements are trickling in 2 by 2, 1 by 1, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, the carnage is going unchecked here by Bubushka. Hydras coming up to the top, killing supply depots. Is it enough to supply block the Terran player? No, it is not, but killing this base is very nice. This base is also dead. So the Terran player effectively now on 3 bases, but is there anything at all going on for the Zerg player? He does have bases here and here, but all of his tech structures are dying. He needs to save this if he possibly can. Is the Terran player interested in killing those 2 tech buildings or not? I don't know. Hydra Lurker being very effective against Terran. That command center goes down. The Terran leaves these 2 buildings up, leaves the Lurker Den, leaves the infestation pit. That might have been a mistake, but it was a good place to position them for the Zerg player. Again, Lurker's getting right into the production line here, killing everything that possibly can come out now. All these Marines, all these SCVs getting spiked into the air and killed. Hydralisks trying to snipe down those medevacs before they can do more mischief. Can't quite reach them from where they are, but the medevacs do not go far, so no big deal. A pretty intense game right now. I'm not quite sure who is going to win. All these barracks are going to fall to the combined might of 3-3 Hydras and 3-3 Lurkers. The Bioball finds this base over here on the right side by Naypam. This is, I think, his only mining base. This doesn't have any workers at it whatsoever. 0 workers out of 24 right now. And what is left for our Terran player? He has this base, which is effectively mining. But again, these 3-3 Hydras are going to make short work of that. The Lurkers need to be killing stuff. If this is going to be a base race, we need to make it a base race that is in favor of the Zerg player with all the DPS that he has at his disposal. All these workers are going to die. No, they turn around just in time. They're going to try to hide. They're going to run into these Lurkers. And the Lurkers actually might be able to kill a bunch of this bio before Bubushka realizes that they're there. This is huge. Yes, you got that base, but you lost so much of your available Bioball right there. I don't know what Bubushka is going to do there. What do we have left here on the units tab? It is only 16 Marines and 9 Marauders against 9 Lurkers and 26 Hydralisks. That is so huge. That attack, running those guys into these Lurkers, was a massive play by these drones. Well played by them. Hydra's moving up, doing some scouting of their own, seeing what they can find and what the answer going to be. Why it's going to be a hidden expansion. Planetary Fortress, again, burrowing in, doing a lot of damage. I don't know if these SCVs can heal through it forever. It is basically costing a lot of his available minerals just to keep this healed up. Down to 200 minerals available. Virtually no mining is going on for Bubushka whatsoever. The Planetary Fortress is burning down these Hydras, doing a pretty good job with it. But again, that's it. Bubushka is defeated. Naypam wins the game. And Zerg basically wins this matchup by going Hydralisk Lurker, which I think we're going to see a lot of in the beta against Terran, just because it does look like it is so effective. It's good to see Hydras have a place in this matchup. Feels like Hydralisks have not been viable in Terran pretty much ever in StarCraft 2, but now with the Lurker to handle the things on the ground, the Hydralisks can be the anti-air support that is needed for the Lurkers. It's just a really good synergy. And I like to see the strategy here from Naypam. So, fantastic replay from spawningtool.com. Check them out if you haven't already. It's a good place to upload your own replays. And basically make sure that you can find good stuff as well. So, thank you so much for watching. This has been FalconPaladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. If you liked what you saw today, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe to catch more daily content from me, especially Legacy of the Void casts. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.